Hello, welcome to another edition of Heartbeat. I remain your favorite host, Christy Chris, and as always, it's a delight to speak to you again. I'd like you to take a mental exercise just for a minute. Imagine yourself somewhere different from where you are now. So you can take a deep breath. Just imagine that you're somewhere where you found yourself in the midst of dry bones and in a valley. You look around as far as your eyes can see, and what you can see are just stretches and stretches of bones that are dry and withered, no grass around. And you're just the only living person in the midst of all of this. Nobody to talk to, no life, no inspiration, no energy. All you see is dryness. Everywhere you look is dryness you see. Yes. And this could just be you. This could be the things you see around you. This could be the circumstances that you're currently at, where it seems like everything around you is dry. You don't see anything fresh. You don't feel it. Even when the scripture says you're something, the things around you tend to say differently. Now God is asking you, you can put in your name and say, Christy, can these bones live? It's bad enough that these bones are dry. It's bad enough that they are very dry. It's bad enough that it's in a valley. It's bad enough that you're even in the midst of it. But what do you have in your mouth to say? The words in your mouth are the sword that you need. The words in your mouth is a life you need to give. It's very important that you say the right words in the midst of seemingly difficult circumstances. So you might be the one I'm speaking to right now. Your address might just be in the valley. You might just be going through so much hard times and difficult times, and you ask yourself, is God really with me? Is He in me? Is He around me like He says? Are His words true? God is still in the business of raising very dry bones, and He can do it even now. So if you're listening to me, you need to speak. This is not the time to wait for anyone who has promised you in the past. This is not the time to lean on your intelligence or your degree or your scores or whatever. This is the time to close your eyes. Shut off the words, shut off the things that your mind is screaming at, shut off the things that are trying to drown and take your attention, and speak forth words. And as you speak, you will see before your very eyes, you'll see these dry bones come up. The speaking has to do with the energy you infuse in your spirit. It's not just talking and folding your arms. You have to speak to your spirit. You have to ignite and awaken the giant in you. You have to tell yourself that you're bigger than this spot, bigger than this point, bigger than this address, and you need to jot out, and you will realize that you're bigger than what you see. So if you're listening to me right now and you're facing any difficult time, I will ask you the question that God asked Ezekiel: can this dry bone live? It is up to you. If you say yes, yes, they will live. If you say no, no, they won't. So you need to speak. You need to begin to speak those words right now. You need to tell yourself that you can be different than whatever category and definition anyone has made about you. This is the time to sit up, chin up, and tell yourself that you're bigger than you're now. You're bigger than you're now. Thank you so very much for listening. If you inspired by this edition of Heartbeat, please go ahead and share. Someone might just be out there who needs to hear this. This is a time to leave your address called the valley. This is the time to wear your dreams, clothes, colorful clothes. This is the time to wear them flesh. This is the time to make them alive. This is the time to make them jump alive and be alive again. And this time is now. Thank you so much for listening. Goodbye.